Hey, this is Captain Kirk. With our math lab today, we're working on adding fractions and subtracting them. There's a basic rule for adding and subtracting fractions. You can only add things that are alike. Like you can't add 3 girls and 4 boys and get 7 something. You got to have the same name for things. Our fractions have to have the same basic name before we can add them. So it's very important that we be able to find a common name for the fractions. We call this their denominators. Like 3/4, 4 is the denominator. 2/3, 3 is the denominator. We can't add 3/4 and 2/3 because they don't have the last same name. Let's take a look at an example. We're going to find a common name for each of our fractions, or a common denominator. Now, in order to do this, you have to understand something about prime numbers. Prime numbers are only divisible by themselves, and they're the building blocks for all other numbers. We're going to take a look at 5/18, and we're going to center in on the denominator. We're going to find out what it's made of as far as these prime numbers. Now, you should know that 18 is 3 times 6. You see how 3 is one of our prime numbers? We're going to stop. We've got one here, but we've got to keep going on 6 because 6 is not a prime number. It's made up of 2 times 3. So that's the code that makes up 18. 3 times 2 times 3. Now we have to look at 12 likewise. Let's do 12 as 3 times 4. Now you could have done 2 times 6 and it will still work out the same. Now 3 is prime, but 4 is not. It's made up of 2 times 2. Okay, all these numbers are prime, all these numbers are prime, so now we can use a little trick to figure out how to get a new name for these fractions. And here's the trick. We're going to use factors that are common to both only one time to find this mystery number. You see that 2? There's a 2 over there. We can use those. Now that 3 does not match up with that 2. So the rule is we have to use them both. If we multiply these numbers together, we'll get the new mystery denominator, or the new name of the fraction. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 2 is also 6. And 6 times 6 is 36. So that's going to be our new denominator. We're going to add fractions that have the new last name for the fraction of 36. Well, the neat thing is, we can go back here to 18 and we see that 18 is made up of 3, 2, and 3. Let's go look at our mystery number. It's made up of 3, 2, and 3. What's missing? That 2 is what we have to multiply this fraction by, top and bottom. 18 times 2 is 36, and 5 times 2 is 10. 5/18 is equivalent to or equal to 10/36. Let's look at 12. 3 times 2 times 2. 3 times 2 times 2. Look what's missing, the 3. So that's what we're going to multiply this one by. Top and bottom by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So we get 3/36. 10/36 plus 3/36, we can add those because their last name is the same, 36. And we get 13/36. Now this will work for both adding and subtracting. So if you need any more additional help on this, you can get in touch with me at my email address, which is kirkb@hotmail.com. Thank you, and keep working hard. Bye-bye.